Heavy rain, please let the sun rise.
Our lives are in danger, siblings and more that all day long we have been ruled by strangers. Say no. Give us Biafra. We are begging you, please. There's nothing we can do without you. It's only you that will save my life. Chukwu King Biafra, you are the one to give us Biafra. We pray. Oh. Biafran's Got Talent exclusive.
After this heavy rain, please let the sun rise.
Our lives are in danger, siblings and more that all day long we have been ruled by strangers. Say no. Give us Biafra. We are begging you, please. There's nothing we can do without you. It's only you that will save my life. Chukwu King Biafra, you are the one to give us Biafra. We pray. Oh, just save the lost. We are your children, save our lives.
We all like sheep has gone astray. Restore our land and heal our hearts.
Save my life. Save my life. Save my life. Chukwu, Almighty Father. We are begging you, please.
We ain't been living here in the zoo. You up them and set us free. We are begging you.
See my people stay at crying. You up them and we are dying. Save our love, we beg you for love.
Tears in my eyes every day. I dey cry. Nothing else I'm asking for. Lord, give me Biafra or I die. We need a clearer picture, a better future, a better future, the Lord.
Freedom is what we want, nothing more, nothing less. We are tired of the zoo and your wickedness.
Save my life, Papa.
Give us Biafra.
We are begging you, please. We are begging you, please. When your kingdom shall come, we will know we are safe. When your kingdom shall come, we will know we are safe. Father, Lord, we lift up our hands to the air now. Chukwu can take all the glory and praise.
Send your son to be the life. Take your hands and bring me
Give us Biafra.
We are begging you, please.
Give us Biafra. We are begging you, please.
That is heavy rain, please let the sun rise.
Our lives are in danger, siblings and more that all day long we have been ruled by strangers. Say no. Give us Biafra. We are begging you, please. There's nothing we can do without you. It's only you that will save my life. Chukwu King Biafra, you are the one to give us Biafra. We pray.
Oh, just save the lost. We are your children, save our lives.
We all like sheep has gone astray. Restore our land and heal our hearts.
Save my life. Save my life. Save my life. Chukwu, Almighty Father. We are begging you, please.
We ain't been living here in the zoo. You up them and set us free. We are begging you.
See my people stay at crying. You up them and we are dying. Save our love, we beg you for love.
Tears in my eyes every day. I dey cry. Nothing else I'm asking for. Lord, give me Biafra or I die. We need a better picture, a better future, a better future, the Lord.
Freedom is what we want, nothing more, nothing less. We are tired of the zoo and your wickedness.
Save my life, Papa.
Give us Biafra.
We are begging you, please. We are begging you, please. When your kingdom shall come, we will know we are safe. When your kingdom shall come, we will know we are safe.
Father, Lord, we lift up our hands to the air now. You can take all the glory and praise.
Send your son to give the life. Send your incense to the Yes, once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscientious people, wherever you are all over the world, I will say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. Once again, I welcome you to this segment, this wonderful evening, all the way from Orogodo, Agbo, Delta State, Biafra land. This is Radio Biafra Extra for the avoidance of doubt. We are streaming live and direct through Radio Biafra London, being anchored by the deputy leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. His name is Mazi Uchi Okafomefo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. He's the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. He will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. Most of you will not be able to appreciate this truth, but one day you shall. It's just a matter of time, and that is why IPOB is here to prepare the platform for you, either to be internally delivered from all stupidity or forever be condemned in the hellfire of foolishness. Because there is no two ways about it. You either delivered or you are destroyed. That is the end of the world. Either you are positive or you are negative. Mazimefo said the heart of this project will not see corruption. But yet we are located in the empire of corruption, where the most corrupt human being on earth is the corruption fighter. Buhari is a corruption fighter. And then there are people who want you to have regard for them. They can't, Nigerians describe you as a man of uncorruptible, as a man of integrity, as a man of, but it's English, speak it, spoke at it. And then when you finish saying, we look at who is this uncorruptible man in Nigeria. And then we see it was Lazy Buhari. But he is okay, he knew how to do his job. He didn't respond. He began to thank his teacher that he spent 9 years in the boarding school. Go and find out late Buhari. He didn't even spend 3 years in any school. Only army training. And that is behind back door. British government trained the Boko Haram that Buhari was part of. But Buhari and his team now are the one training the Boko Haram you see today in Nigeria. But right here in the empire of corruption, a man say, I will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. If you like, understand. If you know, like, no, understand. Of course, he's standing on the deputizing capacity on behalf of our supreme leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Of course, we are still in the mourning stage because our mother, Biafra mother, just departed. And you know, when I remember her encouragement and the rest of the things, I just can't stop it. I really don't want to talk about it because I don't want to feel about it anyway. But then we are still in the morning mood. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is from Afari Beku. Afari Beku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State. On daily basis, when I see certain people who have been trapped in this evil contraction called Nigeria, I rejoice because I must say thank you to IPOB members anywhere you are all over the world. You have not known, well, you know anyway, because Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will always say, IPOB are marked out for signs and wonder. You people are the really miracle worker. It's unbelievable. For as far as I can remember, nobody can come out openly and speak against corruption. Nobody can speak against injustice. Nobody can speak against the government of tyranny. Can you dare try the imperialist? Who the hell are you to speak against anybody? But of course, they will kill us. So many of us, I must tell you, across the global community, they will mow us down, not because we have committed any crime, because they will know no rest. It is as simple as that. And then people were mocking us. Hey, now we they cuss and now you don't talk anything. See what thing that they do. Nobody they talk. Hey, we know they talk. We accepted it for a while. And I can tell you, as a child, I cannot fathom the rationale behind those ideas. Why can we see people undermining our position as a people? And yet nobody is saying anything. The only thing they tell you is let us give glory to God. Of course, we're going to give glory to him. Or they say, let's depend on God. Let us wait upon the Lord. Of course, we shall do that. Let me tell you something. As a child, when I was leaving home for the first time, having left school, my next destination was going to America. But that should be as early as it should be 1992 or 1990. I was supposed to be there. But things didn't work out as planned. And so I decided to move to Lagos to start my life as a young man. I entered the night bus to Lagos that night, and we were singing a song. You know, we are children of God. We are always doing Christian, you know. And as the bus moved, somebody stood up to pray for us, for Johnny Mercy. And he sang a song. I am running away to meet my Redeemer. I am running away to meet my Redeemer. Running away, running away, running away to meet my Redeemer. So boy, does these people know I'm running away from Abo? I'm going to hustle in Lagos. Yorubas are my Redeemer. Because nobody can actually talk about anything. So we are running away. Some people are still singing in the aeroplane now. They are running away from their village. They are running away everywhere to meet their Redeemer. May God help you to see your Redeemer as I see my own Redeemer. Because when I saw the Yoruba people, I know that my Redeemer is in Abo. And that is why today, from Urugudu, very close to Urugudu, we are sending a message across to you. I didn't say don't go there. Go there, it's okay for you. But your Redeemer is here in Biafra land. As a Biafran, don't let anybody deceive you. Nobody was saying anything until Mazenan Yukukano came. He spoke the truth. He spoke the word of God. And many dead bodies like me, we rose up, and now we are here. Look at where we are today. Mazenan the Kano is from Afali Beku. Afali Beku is in Omoahia. Omoahia is in Abia State. And Abia State is Biafra land. I am George Onyibe. I am from Abo. Abo is in Delta State. And Delta State is Biafra land. We must acknowledge the Creator, the one who made the heaven and earth, who sit in the heavens of heaven and preside over the affair of man. The one who has set our feet upon this path that we must follow. For in the end, he is the lifting up of our head. And in my humble way, I will say to him, Anye na jage mao, nezuku ne maramai, ehonanya ne nage, ubiomage, ujuru anyanya dadio, ingwe gembangwe, odi onye dekage, ebu afa no omega, anye nine, Without wasting much of our time, we will go to our topic this evening. Do not forget, our thing remain back to your root. Some people are having blood pressure already. Because the moment they hear back to your root, next thing that comes to their mind is saying, he's a gummo, oh, he want to make us backslide. May you frontalize all the days of your life. So don't let those words fear you. You will keep hearing it. You will keep hearing it. You must hear it. I think back to your root, it terrorized Biafrans more than Yoruba or Hausa. In fact, back to your root, terrorize Biafrans the same way Biafra terrorized Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani. The moment you mention the name Biafra, British government begin to panic. Yoruba, Fulani, the handlers of the zoo called Nigeria, they begin to panic. They don't want to hear the name. But once you say back to your root, I think it makes some people to be afraid. Biafrans, I must tell you, what are you afraid of? There is a war going on already against us as a people. Can't you see it? Each time I want to trace my ancestors, I end up where Onyibe man told me. Everything I know about my ancestors is where Onyibe man told me. Onyibe man must tell me, or else it's a lie. Are you that daft? No, go and check your history as a black man. Black American, black Indian, black Chinese, black Hong Kong, black Ethiopia, black anywhere you are. Go and check the history of your ancestors that are in the social media. It is the one Onyibe told you. So where were our ancestors before Onyibe came? They didn't do anything. They lynch us on daily basis with their media. You never see the picture of Africa as a heaven, a safe heaven for the global community. You never see them on their social media videoing themselves stealing gas and oil, diamond and other minerals from Africa. They always show you Africans that are half naked and looking like chimpanzee, lynching us on daily basis on social media. And you're telling me to believe these people that they know my ancestors? Those of you watching a Bola movie, have you seen Indian project Indian black people on their TV? Those of you that are watching, is it Bollywood they call it? Indian channel, you go and watch all those their film. You don't know that a high number of Indian people are black people, darker than me? Do you see Indian project their country as if they have black people there? If not that the blacks in America enjoy certain level of liberty, you think America will ever allow you to know that there are black people there? Of course, I understand that they had a choice to make. Either to assassinate, extinct the whole of the black in America, or incorporate them. And so American at least did well not to assassinate, lynch the whole black. They leave a proportional number of them, and they still use the system to cripple them, never allowing them to be the author of their destiny. But they are fair enough anyway, considering the standard we are today. What about blacks in Australia, blacks in everywhere? Do you see them being projected in social media? They lynch us every day. They dehumanize us every day. They want you to believe we are chimpanzees and monkeys. Rightfully so, because they are the children of pig. They are the descendant of pig. And then they get angry. And when we are trying to point to you, bros, look at where we are coming from. Look at where we are going to. Somebody is going to come here and fight for God for me. If I can see you, or there is a technology that will let me, I will send you to Kuma. Because we have come again, oh, come to your root. Then some people say, oh, Hannah got more, and the actual say, got more. And then if I have to go more for us to be free, why don't we got them more? But don't let anybody deceive you. If you are a paid agent, don't bring your madness close to me. Because as far as I'm on this mic now, until I'm cut off, I am in charge. Respect that. The only history we have of ourselves as a people is when Mongo Park, London Brothers, Mary Slessor start writing. And later on was done by Peter Buota, Margaret Thatcher, and the rest of them. What did Onyibe say? If Onyibe come on TV now and say, buy this Otapia, he can give you vitamin B cure. You will take Otapia, and rightfully so, you will get vitamin B cure, which is vitamin quench and die. But Onyibe said so. And when you are dying, you say, Onyibe, you poison me. He said, die well, my brother. You are going to heaven. You will truly die well. May God have mercy upon all of us. This is where we register our displeasure. This is where we tell you the truth the way it is. This is when you will either choose to free the next generation of Biafra, or then enslave them the more because you are intellectual. I was Fulani and rampaging everywhere. As I'm talking to you, if you know the number of military personnel that entered the River State today, you will marvel. But of course, we are not moved. We are not moved because we respect it. We pray for more of them. Come in, all Fulanis in Africa. You are the killing machine, the willing tool for British government. Come in, for our heart is ready for all of us. We are not moved by what we see. Hallelujah. We are not moved by what you say. Hallelujah. We are not moved by what you do. Hallelujah. We are not moved by what you do. Hallelujah. Amen. 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 Bring it on. This fire you people are igniting, it will consume all of you. You know what you did. You won't run away from it. But I won't digress further. We must continue. Our topic remains what we must know about some of the basic amenities in our localities. We have considered food and water, drink and alcohol. Today, we shall move ahead to medicine. And now, I have said this before. It may look to some of you that it is a repetition of the same study. No, they may sound familiar in terms of their topic, but our targets are different. My point or where I am driving home is different. You try and get it. It comes in different way. Today, we are going to look at the way of our ancestors when it comes to how we manage our medicine. It is unbelievable that when you talk about Western drug, all our politicians are armed robber, criminal-minded individuals. They run to India, China, Japan. Very soon they will be going to Ghana, and I give it to Ghana. They are running around everywhere in the world looking for where to have access to free medical health care. But they have children who are qualified doctors, more qualified than those doctors in America and in Canada. But they prefer to send their children to be doctor in Canada as a slave there than to build a befitting hospital for their children to come and function here. Ibenedion used to have a first-class international hospital in Benin City. Where is it today? Go there, you'll be surprised that it's now Putre Farm. But they are one Nigerian issue. So our elites, as they call them, this falls into the category of all the criminals in Nigeria. The next thing, when they have headache, they go to they run to abroad. When you catch them for corruption, they become sick. Some doctors in overseas will give them medical report that they are. In fact, go back and check the record of any person they indict or victimize that is corrupt. Before he go to court 2 times, he's sick. Ulisemetu, neck begin pain. Fayoshe, he was sick. He was having BP. He was on anyo. I think it's only Showore that is not yet sick. Once they commit, okay, maybe Showore didn't commit crime. All these politicians, even is it Milano they call him? I think he should be in the hospital bed now. Oh, we are sick, we are sick. One doctor will write a report. Oh, they are sick. Why wouldn't you be sick? Because we do not have medicine here. So as we are talking today now, British government diplomatically sees drug coming from outside Nigeria. We are dead as a people, and there is nothing you can do. Reason being that, number one, our traditional medicine are no longer there. So our people that know this traditional medicine now, in fact, may God have mercy upon you. They create the disease more than the cure. Sometimes understand why we are pointing out to all these Onyibe that are making our life misery. It is so that they stop where they are. But for those of you black people making misery out of our life, fortune out of our misery, you don't know what is coming for you. Akwa Ibom Biafra and Igbo Biafra manufacture our bet. Akwa Ibom, Igbo. I mean, Akwa Ibom Biafrans and Igbo Biafrans, of course, not only Igbo Biafran, Ngwa Biafrans, they are the manufacturers of Agba bet. That is why you hear 2 names. Either they call it Agba bet or Calabar bet. They manufacture it in the morning. Sorry, they manufacture it at night. They sell the drug in the daytime. And let God have mercy upon you. If you are not awakened, they do you Agba bet. You go there and say, oh, I have Agba bet. They will treat you Agba bet. You will come back with a chili. Of course, those of you who have been here, you know what I'm saying. But that time you are looking at the money you are making. You don't know you are endangering the next species of Biafra. But was our fathers doing it like that? Look at sickness our fathers know nothing about. They are everywhere now. You think it's only Hausa Fulani doing that to us? We must go back to our root. If it is not our people who have diluted every medicine to help make our life more miserable, Yoruba is there and Hausa are there to aid and abet them. Now let me tell you, any village that have winch, NEPA don't work there. Don't let anybody deceive you. In Africa, any village where you have witches or wizards, there is no electricity. But Nigerians should not say it's witches. Very soon now, Yoruba will say witches are wizards is the reason why there is no electricity in Nigeria. And then let's send them to one community and let them remain in one community. But I'm driving to somewhere. Because when it comes to the issue of medicine, we have all these things. He said that we demonize our own way of treating ourselves, or we destroy it completely. You do not know that most of the army checking point, police checking point in Biafra land, they have different duty. So on checking point, they are looking for cultists. The other checking point say they are looking for Yahoo boys. The other checking point are looking for taxi driver. The other checking point are looking for kidnapper. Of course, they are the Yahoo boys, they are the kidnapper. They are everything imaginable. They are only collecting their own percentage. Now there is a checking point between Port Harcourt and Imo State. What those people are doing that when they see young boys in a bus now, they step them down. They look at their body. If you have mark, maybe having suffered an illness as a child and you were treated traditionally, they cut you razor in most cases. If Nigerian DSS now see you, or you wear cowrie just for fancy you in your hand, you are a cultist and you will pay dearly for it. Why are they afraid of it? The Yoruba church cannot discourage most of us from doing these things. And so they want to intimidate it out of you. And most of you don't know we are in a war situation already. And so when our people, we ourselves are not helping to undermine our ancestors, Yoruba and Hausa Fulani are there to help us finish the remaining one. And I see wonderful, knowledgeable, intelligent Biafra. Then I see one Yoruba girl that has not bathed for 1 week, God knows how many days. Without apology. Leg is Fanta. The left leg is Fanta. The right leg is Coca-Cola. Look at those people selling Agbo for you and tell me if they are normal. I'm talking to you, Biafra. That time you are calling Yoruba to sell Agbo for you. Just look at them very properly and tell me that you are safe. Because when they come, they're going to be shouting for you. Ogu jadi jadi, ogu alariro, ogu gbogbo mise, ogu toro toro. You close your eye, bite your teeth very well, you swallow. I will say the other one are there. Hey, this medicine is from Alhaji Jubri. It can cure your Ebola. It can cure dog flu. It can cure chicken pox. There is nothing will not cure. The difference is that there's some are yellow, some are pink. And you see somebody will pack his SVU or whatever they call all this name. You think he's a human being. He will not call, hey, Aboki, come. Give me one bottle. A Biafra, no. And he will tell me it's intellectual. He will not open it, turn his head and drink it. He say, this one's strong. Tomorrow, you become sick. You still go to a Yoruba pastor. They now begin to do Araban co. And when we tell you, you say, hey, the Antichrist, you better die, you. Make we know how many will remain. No, all of you die. Go and drink Oguarariro, Ogujedi, Ogubombo, me say. When will Igbo man, when will Ijo man carry Oguarariro to Yoruba village to go and sell? I tell you, you will be lynched. In fact, Yoruba God know how to kill cow. You will be the next person Yoruba God will kill. Adeboya and Kumuye will not say anything. No. Go and do that in a Fulani land. Those who want 27 heaven, they will send you to where you belong to. But am I saying we have to be violent like them? Of course not. That is not our style. Our style is that stop patronizing these people. Do not be careless with your life. If you want to die, come to me. Let me send you how to teach you how to die. At least you die with honor. Not dying like a coward, mutilated individual, not poisoning yourself. Back to your root. How did our ancestors treat themselves? How? You should ask yourself the following question. What type of medicine did our ancestors drink before we were exposed to the Western medicine? Today now, all the governor, when they steal money, you catch them. One Western doctor will ask them to come for checkup. They will remain in checkup. Are these Western doctors treating corruption? Are they anti-corruption doctors? And before we start doing all these things, going to Western world to get our medicine, which one did our ancestors take? And somebody is going to call in now and say, it's Ogomo, Or the other one is going to come and tell me it's Jesus Christ's own or it's Shabbatarian own. You cannot use in our head though. These people are gradually taking over our life, completely taking over our life. And you people cannot see it. You can't just see what they are doing to us. These are minor things to you, but it has a lot to do with our life. So people are still arguing, who is a Biafra? Who is a Biafra? But our leader has said this thing as early as 2014. If your mother tied to rapper, not because they go to Yoruba church. If your mother, before she know Yoruba church, tied to rapper, if two rapper is in your tradition, you are a Biafran. So ask yourself, our fathers who lived, now let me tell you, Chinese and Japan, Korean nation, don't deal with Western drug. But I can assure you that majority of the old people on earth are from the Korean nation. And then you come to Nigeria, for instance. People don't last any longer. Why? But go to the north, you see a lot of old men. I can tell you that as far as Nigeria is concerned, north have majority of elderly people. Despite the fact that they are riddled with disease. Why? Because they stick to their root. They stick to their root. As a Biafran girl, you near Hausa, they have the juju, they will go. They buy it from Asaba, or Hausa and Asaba. They buy anti-raping. They just put it for you, param. So when you are following the Hausa, your head will not be at home again. Your Yoruba pastor cannot deceive you. Have you ever imagined where they sleep with you with because of one packet of Indomie or Tom-Tom? It's not your fault. But then, this is where we deliver ourselves. Let me not digress further. But I also am making proper use of this. But look at all of you. You don't know most of your governors have cancer now. They are there in Abuja waiting for the day of death. Changing their pampers every day. Die miserably. Diabetes everywhere. But go and look at the one Hausa, the drug Hausa are selling for you. Majority of them is Brantashi, manpower. Manpower. Hausa is selling manpower for you. And you drink Hausa manpower. What are you going to burn? When we are talking about lunatic everywhere in Biafra land, people don't understand what you are saying. And somebody is going to tell me that, oh, it is very dirty. Let us move ahead. I've been poisoned severally. And believe me, I first of all engaged the medical doctors. Let's digress a little bit so you understand what you're saying. I understand that everything we go through in life is for a purpose. If I pay the price to know this truth, why will I want you to pay the price to know the same truth? That I have access to the information. That is why we do what we do here. We tell you the truth, whether you have the capacity to accept it, to absorb it, assimilate it, and make the use of it or not. I was poisoned with Ababet some time ago. I don't know Ababet. Ababet don't know me. And when it happened to me, my wife saw it and said, what is this rashes coming out from your back? And I couldn't see it because it's behind my back. She scratched it and added some anti-fungal infection cream. The next day, the rashes spreaded. And it's like, the thing is spreading, you know. I just ignored it. It's one of these rashes. And then on the third day, it came out the opposite direction in my chest, exactly the position of my heart. And a lot of people begin to speak different grammar. Some say it's infection, it is gonococcosis, it is urubuturu, it is arabamaturu, urukutumumbaba, it is water infection, it is toilet disease, it is utututururu. Oh, it is cockroach that climb you. It is electric ant that bite you. And then I went to the pharmacy. I explained to them. They looked at it. They run test. They said, okay, we are going to treat you. They billed me. And according to them, the drug they were going to give me, I do not know the name, but I know they are all antibiotics. But these antibiotics, I must tell you, they were giving me, each of them, it comes on 10 mil. The volume is 10 mil. This 10 mil, they give me 3 in a day. And these 3 in a day become 30 mil. 30 mil of antibiotic injection injected into my bloodstream. Did you know the volume of 30 mil antibiotic injection? I know the implication of this. I know the implication. But of course, I have to get rid of this sickness. They hammer me. These injections are so harsh and painful that they have to inject them through my vein. The pain was so excruciating. I can't bear it. The first day of treatment. That was almost 3 weeks later. I think I have taken 7 mil of that injection, 2.5 days. There was nothing like improvement. And this time, even though my wife is a midwife, but I've been consulting people who are from family that have histories of medical doctor. And they were all telling me, oh, it's a venereal disease. Oh, it is a robotrial water pollution. Oh, it's okay, all these things, no, they respond to medicine. I was eating painkiller unimaginable level of painkiller. And what did I have to do? I went to my friend. Because my people say, oh, so I went to my friend and said to him, look at what is happening to me. Look at the level I've gone to. Look at the position I found myself. What do I do? The guy looked at me and moved back. He said, bro, this is a poison. Oh. It's not sickness. Oh. They have poisoned you. I said, what do you do? If that my friend is listening now, he will know I lie not, but I said the truth. He said, I know somebody that can treat you. And we put the man on call immediately. And lo and behold, it was a Yoruba man. The Yoruba man looked at me. He said, I don't know what they call it in Yoruba, but he said he was going to treat me. And I said to my friend, you know me? He said, yes. I said, I will rather die with this sickness than to let Yoruba to treat me. This will be a more humiliation to me than to allow that happen. We told the guy, don't worry, we will get back to you. I called another friend in Aba and I said, look at my condition. And he made move. And I tell you, from that night, I took concocted leave, primitive leave of our medicine. My life has not been the same again. And of course, the person who did that thought I would be dead by now. Or easy, here, but here we are. Without paracetamol, without urubumacin, without ataramacin, without urikiamacin, without ushukumacin, no sin anywhere. I'm healthy and healthy anyway. But we would have gone to Sokoto. Let them give us Tura and Shanama. And then I'll be heady. Wake up. Don't let anybody deceive you. A lot of people have died of archery, and they tell you it's a cancer. They tell you it's a cancer. You go to Yoruba church, if they cannot use their native medicine to cure your cancer, because they will tell you it's a cancer, and you say it's a cancer, it's archery. You just need to come home and let them cure your archery. You are listening to me now as a Biafra. They're telling you you have cancer. You have no cancer. It's archery you have. Come back home, let them cure you. I just only pray you don't meet a traditionalist with laptop, because they offset Yana. They now Google their Umenala, and one is Umenala, the other one is Umenala, and I've forgotten it. But if I remember the name, I tell you. But of course, the truth remains the truth. So you ask yourself, where did our ancestors go for treatment? Ask yourself the next question. We agree Western medicine is good. But what happened when these people wake up one day and deny you access to Western medicine? I'm talking to those of you in Nigeria, in Biafra land. Because this Fulani they will stop at nothing. You will wake up one day now. Where is Enzo Pharmaceutical? I thought it's one woman from Anambra. Where is Dr. Ewenzo? Where is Enzo Pharmaceutical? Adamu Farouk said, no Biafra, no Igbo man will import drug again. And they are keeping to it. They wake up and close the border. You cannot do anything. Can somebody tell me why they will not wake up one day and say no more importation of drug, and they have their own drug? How are we going to survive? Yoruba have their own drug. And then we are crying for Yoruba pastors. And then their own native doctor will take over our life. And that time you'll be buying those drugs in the name of Jesus and in the name of Allah. And we are telling you now to begin to get ready, because the rain will follow. And then you are going to speak English and direct it for me. Just imagine what you are doing. Change the number of military personnel that are tripping into Biafra land and tell me that you are not sensing what is coming. The war you prepare for does not eat the cripple nor the blind. There is a war going on already. But it's very pathetic that those who are supposed to watch your back are the ones who are actually preparing to exterminate you. We will not give them that privilege. To win, they will understand what we stand for. They will get the signal. They will receive the vibration when the time comes. They will know we are not joking. But you must save the next generation. To do that, you must save yourself. To do that, you must save yourself. Ask yourself the simple question. Why is it that all the breed of human beings are close to their own medicine? Unlike the African people. China drink China medicine. We help them market it. Is it, what do they call it? Is it Tianxi? So many of them. Asia, Dulesia, we are the one marketing all the, what is America own self? We are the one marketing the whole medicine for the world. Which of them is marketing our own? Even Guarari, Gubombo, Michel, Gujadi, Jadi, Ugutu, and Shinama. Tell me one of this country outside Africa that is marketing our drug. Oh, our own is dirty. Oh, our own don't cure their disease. Okay, now their own they cure our disease. Wake up. India was once in this condition we found ourselves. But they liberated themselves and recovered faster than any country in the world, even faster than Israel, because they knew the reason or the need why they must return to their root. I tell you, outside politics, nobody can bring India down. But of course, they can play politics and they conspire against India. Outside political conspiracy, nobody can bring America down. Nobody can bring Israel down. Nobody can bring China down. Nobody can bring Japan down. Except they play corrupt international conspiracy or conspired politics. But if we exercise the same status quo with them, can somebody tell me it's wrong? What are the challenges facing our own traditional medicine today? Ask yourself, what are the challenges? Somebody will say, oh, the challenge is that it's too dirty. I see comedians, they use it to make fun. They say, black people medicine, if you know pepper, make it bitter. If you know bitter, make it hot. If you know be this three, you know they work. And so what? And so what? If you come pepper, heal me. What does it concern with me? If you come hot, heal me. What business of yours is that? You are the one condemning it. If you know bitter, make it pepper. If you know pepper, make it hot. I actually agree. But if I eat bitter 10, pepper 10, all of the hot 10, and then I live longer than you taking sweet, is it not better? After all, they said to us, no pain, no gain. Ask yourself the next question. Overall knowledge of what we know about Western and traditional drug. Ask yourself, what is the overall knowledge of what you know about Western and your own traditional drug? You see, you know nothing about it. Some of you, when you want to purge, you go and buy different lazis, different drug. But there are leaves in your compound that can just do that for you peacefully. For instance, if I want to purge, I just pluck scent leaf, squeeze it very well, or bitter leaf, squeeze it very well, add salt if I like, and drink the liquid. You just see all the dirty in your system will just discharge immediately. And you are healthy as a horse. You're having big stomach. You want to watch your weight. Most of you don't know. Just take guava leaf, boil it, take the liquid like a Lipton tea. I tell you, in 1 week, that your big stomach will break down. But of course, it will make you mash it. But some of you pay billion to go to gym. In a gym, the more you gym, the more you increase. Because when you jog for 1 kilometer, having finished jogging, you reduce about 1 liter of water from your body. The moment you get home, you sit in your air conditioner and you drink 2 liters of water. Who is deceiving who? The next day you climb weight, you weight higher. But of course, we have means to do this naturally. I think Obasanjo's wife, Yabo, died actually because she wanted to trim her stomach so she can look flimsy, figure 8. Obasanjo's wife, people who tell you they are moral, she go to check her weight, plastic surgery. But if she was alive, she would have gone and drink guava water. But she won't drink guava. If I tell her now, go and take guava leaf, boil it and drink the water, she will tell me, you can't be kidding me, man. Tell me the overall knowledge of what you know about your traditional medicine. Tell me what the enemy know about you. And tell me why they will not kill you. Tell me why you are not left at their mercy already. Go back to your root. Go back to your root. Go back to your root. Anyhow you want to understand it. In Iwolonkomi, in Aruana and Denudenkufe. It is all your business. But at least we have told you. We leave the rest for the Creator to decide for us. Because in the end, He has the final say. Make no mistake about it. This is Radio Biafra, Extra, and we are Biafrans. Our mission is simple: to make sure that Biafra nation is delivered from this evil enclave called Nigeria. Our mission is simple. We want to go home. That is our target. We don't want to conquer anybody. We don't want to take that which belongs to anybody. I'll be back in a minute.
Biafra's Got Talent exclusive.
Oh la 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 la, Masinam the Kano. Uche me for, oh you I say what I'm the Kano. Oh you I say Uche me for, oh you
Mazinam di Kano, Ohamadike, Odogwa na Barizuwan, na Biafra land. Mazuche before the chicken iti kwafo. Ojo fogana,
Uche me for, woko biama, olu mekelegi, biji tekelegi, Biafra's Got Talent tekelegi. Isuru keme, ebi we putara onwegi, nonyere Masinam the Kano.
Uche me for, oh you I say what I'm the Kano. Oh you I say Uche me for, oh you
When I see your consistencies, I feel much relief, cause Biafrans really believed in you. And your commitment over our motherland, that is our only strength. Nkamere, IPOB Wanini,
When our director was in detention, he had the struggle for 2 years and counting. No matter the intimidation, if we're running for the game, we could be Jema for your job. Mobula got in when you run a bagging book. He may go begin the job, Makimi hanging a jaw, even walk at the Jabba.
Masinam the Kano. Uche me for, oh you I say what I'm the Kano. Oh you I say Uche me for, oh you
if I never get when I boy, as your cookie in the fall. Hey, Uche me for, Toto Gaga Pop in the ball. A wagon yellow more the sick. If I had the booby, a flyer, I don't go to Woonam the gun. Only see on the
I thank God that we have you, cause you made us believe in you. You promised to take us to the promised land. Biafra land is my motherland. Nandi Kano, uche me for. Iye di kunu ya bi kakola.
Asina Mikano, uche me for. Asina
From the award-winning producer, Shaky Man Kuru Beats.
Yes, of course, we must go back to our roots. There are many implications behind those words. I could only pray that God will help you to be able to fathom the truth behind what we tell you here, because these words will defend you one day. One day it will defend you, because these people have one target. They must exterminate us. And then we must be ready for them. And when the time comes, we have to do the needful. If you like, here. If you don't like, no here. Our lines are open. You have advice to give to us, our people across the globe. Encourage them. Tell them to run for Yoruba medicine. It's poisoning. Hausa medicine. It is poisoning. Their father is not wiser than our father. Their ancestors is not wiser than our ancestors. Our ancestors never went to them. They survived. Why do they cut your fingernail? Why do they give you nama meat to eat? And you are protesting. I don't like IPOB. How can they say we should not eat nama? What did your ancestors eat? Back to your root. Very soon now, your children will be protesting. Hey, why are you telling us not to take Uguarariru, Ugubobo Mise? Back to your root. The same way all of us are protesting now. How are you insulting Oyibo? Hey, don't you know Oyibo give us TV? Don't you know Oyibo give us technology? When I can look inside the mirror and see those of you in China, when I can cook yam now, and you come back from America and eat the yam, and they call it evil. But when you watch TV, it's not evil. When you put your finger now inside your Android phone and you control things, it's not evil. But when I turn my hand now like TB Joshua and begin to control your hand, your genetic hand now, it's a miracle. Wake up. Our WhatsApp line is 070-815-456-42. 070-815-456-42. Our direct line is 081-221-52971. 081-221-52971 is our direct line. A special number for the female is 081-288-586-14. 081-288-586-14 is the female line. Take the wisdom there and leave the rest for us. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there? Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
I am here. Good evening.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please, my brother.
Here. Good evening. Good evening, Master George Onyibe. Thank you for the good job you have been doing for Biafra. May Chukwokika Biama equip you the more to continue doing that. I have been looking for this line for a long time, trying the line, but thank God that I have gotten it today. I must say, God will reward you. Chukwokika Biama will reward you. I am calling, my name is Sokuru Chenna. I'm coming from Abia State, Biafra land. I thank God for Mazin Namdekalo. Thank God for the deputy, Uchemefo. I thank God for getting you today. And all freedom fighters working assiduously in IPOB, one family, to make sure that things are going well. And God will give us Biafra in the name of Yahweh Yeshua. He said, I want to thank you especially for the eye-opening you have been given to us. There is no institution of higher learning than this. Radio Biafra Extra is a very powerful institution of higher learning. And I pray that Chukwokika Biama will give you what all it takes to continue piloting us and leading us till Biafra is restored. I must use the opportunity to tell our people to please join the family. It is only when you join the family, the great family of IPOP, you will understand what is happening. And with this, I say, may God help us, God help Biafra land, may God protect us from the evil zoo, people that are trying to make us derail. That at the end of the whole thing, as our leader Nnamdi Kanu said, Martin Nnamdi Kanu, Lord Nnamdi Kanu, as I address you, at the end, Biafra will come. In the name of Yahweh Yeshua.
You see. Thank you very much. We must continue. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Ada.
So my name is Guinea Kokuli. I'm calling from Iguacha. But I'm only on this dog.
Go ahead.
Yes. Ana making a game of only in Kenato Miji after somewhere Kenegi.
Gawaniru.
Okay, sir. I shall make a game of all money in Kena around the Biafra. Or the easy. Ana Masaka Chukwuki Kabiam. Only in Kenya Kiki, only in Kenya Kiki, what he could do by this time. Ruin maybe 11 on Cabin. Or the easy. Or the easy one name. Okay. Ana Masaka Chineke Bagu. Ana Masaka Chukwuki Kabiam Bagu. Ana Masaka Chineke, Ana make it Chineke Maka. Who was in Niki, Keneke, one nam de Kano. Only say, only in case Meperayana. Nambombo, I am on easy. Mokunya wisi. I am on easy. I never make a happen to Harendia. Mande Bayamahi. Manduwa, Chineke, Chineke was the Tegurai. Nam de Kano Yan, the Bayana. I am what in here, whatever I know. One Anna, why the king, Manuwa, I am what I go my. Ana Masaka Chineke, Yereka, Katonka Biko, Kagena Dimko, Biko.
Go ahead, please.
Okay, sir. Hello, Mazi.
Good evening from here.
Good evening, sir. I am Mr. Antonio Collins from around the blog. Mazi, I'm grateful over you for all your efforts and the opportunities you have been given to us to learn from Radio Biafra. May God Almighty strengthen you. I thank God for our leader who obeyed God's instruction to carry out this mantle. It is not easy. God enabled him to defy all human desires as an evil man to stand this opportunity of taking Biafra out of this subjugation country called Nigeria. As I say, may God Almighty bless our bless him abundantly. Please use your voice to represent my own, to tell our leader that I'm very sorry for the death of our mother. And all I know is she is our mother. She is our mother, the mother of all Biafra, all IPOP. This is a good office to say to him that I am a Antonio Code of the 14 in water, Kakot. 14 in water is everything sorry for the demise of our mother. May he take it easy and may God strengthen him. But what I'm saying is what you are telling us every time is the whole truth and nothing but the truth. You see, we don't know what we have been doing. Our minds have been blinded by this evil enclave we are, this slow country. We have been taking precaution on every given. We have been taking poison on daily basis, but we don't know. But I want to thank you because we are opening our eyes more and more. I told our people to avoid some certain things we are eating. everything, anything that pass, we eat. Watermelon, we eat. Cucumber, we eat. Cow, we eat. We don't know the sacrifice these people made on these things before they bring it to us. Today they are bounding rice, bounding everything. In order for them to initiate us into more trouble, so that we cannot get access to our own food. Imagine if our people will listen. If our people will listen and avoid all this, I'm telling you that we will regain ourselves. I say, may people gather my bless you. Please keep it up.
Thank you very much.
Also greet our deputy, Uchemefo.
Of course.
I tell you, people keep it up. May God strengthen you and encourage you more. Make I give chance for other people to speak.
Thank you
because
very
I know
much.
there are people on the line to say something. May God bless you.
And bless you too. He's safe.
He's safe. Thank you.
Our people must embrace the truth. Leave the ones you don't like. Embrace the truth. Call out on the line your name and where you calling from.
Hello.
Good evening from here. Your name and where you calling from.
Okay, this is Dana Chukwubi. I'm calling from Oka.
Go ahead, please.
Okay, am I speaking with Onyibe, please?
But of course, you are calling Radio Biafra. Go ahead, please.
Okay. This is Dana Chukwubi. I'm calling from Oka. I appreciate you, Onyibe, for what you have been doing for us, for sensitizing us, telling us who we are all the years. We bless you in the name of Jesus. This teaching of our go back to our roots. That's what I want to tell our people now. This the medicine we take, especially all this general center or whatever, their family planning thing. Most of this in our women are putting in their body. Let them go back and check our origin in that aspect. That's where I want to participate. I want to contribute in this program. Please, I thank our leader, for everybody that's working assiduously for this restoration of Biafra. Even you, Onyibe, I thank you. May God bless you. In Jesus' name we pray.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You raised a very good point there. All this, they call it family planning and family management. How we our parents' family and planning and managing. Then they give you piles. You bury it inside your body. And tomorrow another sickness come. Then your Yoruba pastor will be there to tell you your ancestors, your uncle, your in-law. They must see somebody that is responsible for your problem. Are you there, caller on the line?
My man, good evening, sir.
Good evening from here, Ada.
You seem the same. I'm calling from Aba.
Go ahead, please.
Oh, Mazi, I want to thank you for your good work. You are teaching every night and morning. You come online. You must learn one or two things. Mazi, do you know that global leaf that you thought about? It's not even only to slim down, that can work. Like women that do not see their ovulation after their menses, you can use that global leaf.
It wash away so many nonsense. I don't go deeply. I'm not going deeply. It's good you are telling them now. I'm not going deeply. I just want them to see the implication. Go ahead so they learn, please.
When after your menses, the last day of your period, when you boil that global leaf, wash it very well, boil it. Then you filter it and put inside rubber. Drink it first thing in the morning and last thing in the night for 3 days. That thing works very, very well. Then for people that their period is not coming out very well, when you use this pear, avocado pear or kind of food, then the seed, when you leave the pear finish, you use the seed with grater the seed very well, soak it inside hot water. Then after you filter it, you take it for 7 days, 1 cup in the morning, 1 cup in the night. in next month you will see how your monthly flow will flow very well. Stop drinking all this nonsense they are selling. Some will package it and say drink it into what this thing. Mazi, do you know for 2 months now I have been treating malaria. I was very, very sick. Then on Monday, I went to market and buy achara tea, buy dogoyaro with this lemon grape, this raw grape. I buy it with guava leaf and pawpaw leaf. I mix all of them and cook. These 3 days now I'm drinking it, but now I can stand up right from the first day. I started taking it. I see changes inside me. But meanwhile, besides, I have been taking all these English drugs. Still, no way. I cook it for the whole of my family. We have been drinking it. People should go back to our roots, our native leaves. It works very well. When you know how to do it, any leaf or even orange leaf, and this manpower they are drinking from our people. Masi, do you know that shower shop leaf, if you get the fresh ones, you boil it. Let your man be taking it 1 shot in the morning, 1 shot in the night for 7 days. Now you go, the woman self will go run. That's our shop leaf. It's very, very strong. Stop taking all this awasa plantation nonsense, manpower nonsense. Use that shower shop leaf, cook for that man. Now you woman could run. It's even good. It will make them strong. Even their immune system is cleansing it very well. We Biafra, we should know what we have and stop drinking all this nonsense. You will go to hospital, they will list everything. Themselves, they will not even accept to drink our own, but they will expect us to be drinking their own, taking everything inside our body. While all these our local leaf, if you plug it, wash it very well. Bitter leaf and water. When you squeeze it, first thing in the morning, you drink it. You use water leaf. Squeeze the water leaf with the water and the pump. Use it and pump your children. Me, I use it every Saturday. When my children go to school from Monday to Friday, every Saturday I will pump them. If you use that water leaf, you squeeze the water out, filter it very well. Use pump. Put in small water. You use pump and use it and pump them. You will see when they do finish, their stomach will just be quiet and very chilled. Even some women that their stomach used to be hot, when they take in, the baby will go out. Use that water leaf. When you squeeze it very well, filter it. First thing in the morning without food, drink that water leaf water. Drink it for 3 days. You will see how inside your body will be cool. We should really go back to our roots, especially women. We know how to drink all sorts of nonsense in the name of looking for a child. If you know how to mix our leaves, you drink it. Even you inside your body will even tell you not to go to hospital. They write this one, you go and buy. Write this one, you go and buy. When you reach like that 50, 60, they will say you have cancer. You have one nonsense sickness or the other. Before I even take this English drugs, it's very hard. My husband used to say it that really I'm a native doctor. I say, and I even thank God, them, anyone I mix, they will drink. I drink pawpaw leaf, drink this one leaf, cook it and give them. They will drink. From year to year, you hardly see us go to hospital. For what now? I have my rubber. When I boil it, I will filter it, put inside rubber every morning. Oh yeah, you come. I will boil it and give them. Everybody will drink. We go our way. So, Mazi, thank you very much. I really like this back to your roots. Because since you started this topic, I have even learned some of the things that I don't know. Even some people that have asthma. You buy onions, buy ginger, buy garlic, mix it of them. You boil it. If the thing just boils more, you carry it down, filter it. First thing in the morning, you take it. Before 1 month to highest. No need of going to hospital, taking drugs. This one they say that asthma don't have drugs. You will only take drugs to control it. It's a lie. Boil ginger and garlic with onions. Take it first thing in the morning. For 1 month, you will see how that asthma will go away. Our people should rise up. Let's go back to our roots. Thank you, Martin, and may God continue to strengthen you for this work.
And bless you.
Thank you and good night.
Thank you. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening, Mazi.
Good evening from here. Sorry. Call on WhatsApp. Sorry for that. Call on WhatsApp.
Okay, my name is Ikechukwu. I'm calling you from Spain, Malaga.
Go ahead,
I'm
please.
from Suka Province, Biafra land. I want to thank all Biafrans all over the world, most especially our leader for their effort and for all they are doing for our freedom. My special thanks to them all, and I say may God strength all of us for this struggle, because it's only this Biafra struggle is our hope. We cannot hope in Nigeria anymore and the Hausa Fulani for what they are doing to us. Just like what you say we should go back to our roots. It's very, very important. We have to go back to our roots, because we that in Europe here, we have seen the secret of Europe, white people. We have tried to, we have understand that then deny us our right, deny us our power, they manipulate us, make us to feel like what we have is inferior, except their own. You understand? You make one example that if you are in your house now and open your mirror and see somebody in London, they will call it a winch. When you cook a yam now, somebody return to eat the yam from Europe, they will call it a winch.
But if it's America, it's technology. If it's London, it's technology. That is why they give us aircraft, and our own witchcraft is evil.
Yeah, it's just like what I asked one of my brothers yesterday. I asked him that, do you know that every single thing we see in this world, even motor, bulletproof gun, all of them are made through ground? Okay, when a white man wear bulletproof to go and fight, you call it is a normal thing. But when I do odeshi to go and fight, you call it is a bad thing. I don't have to put odeshi. Why can't we use bulletproof? You see? So these people have tried to manipulate us, but I thank God that we are going back to our root, just like you say. We are learning more about ourselves. Now they kind of have make us to understand who we are. Indeed, we are great people, and we must go back to our roots. That is only when we will have our freedom and take good care of ourselves and move forward as a civilized nation. So thank you, my dear brother George Onyibe. May God bless you for your good work. May God Almighty protect us all. In the mighty name of Yahweh Yeshua, I pray.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Are you there,
Hello,
caller?
Mazi.
Yes, shalom.
Hello, Mazi.
Shalom. Go ahead, please.
Glory be to God. Glory be to God. Glory be to God. My name is Sundoka, calling from Iguasa. Native of Ohonsa, under the local government. Why is this? Why? Can you come myself? You become my secret. Why is this? If you continue to go again, no. If you continue to go again, you all gang in a family. I'm trying to go with taking a phone. My people have wake up. You say the local government have stand. Biafra must come. As long as you say you don't stand, as long as the flag of Biafra flying, you say the local government yesterday. Inside the bus where I just vibrate. I want to see these people have, why this, I'm calling these people, why you do this? Most people really like to follow what these people are doing. Why? I see my own community. Whoever brought this inauguration in your hotel, in your photo, in your local government, God Almighty, protect them for me. So if I'm going to village now, I'm going to generate children in my own community, in every state. I'm going power. Oh, yes. Oh God. Thank you. All the people who made it, God bless them. God bless my leader on the UK. We follow the rate of 2014 March. With no retreat, no surrender. When the director was broadcasting in 92.5, the exam director, if they stop this struggle, if they stop radio Biafra, nothing like, if they stop radio Biafra, you know there's no God to do.
That is serious. We just lost that caller. Are you there, caller on WhatsApp?
Yes, I go ahead.
Go ahead, please.
Good evening, my people of Biafra. It's me, your brother Frank, calling from Germany. I'm from Agbo, Delta State. Good evening to every one of us. Like our rep has said, we should go back to our roots. It is high time we should go back to our roots. This question goes like this to all of us who are Biafrans. Like our African rep has said, before the white man came, how do we cure ourselves? How were we able to live? And if you could remember, in those days, our forefathers lived longer than us now. Now, hello? Okay. Now we are being in the Western world. Like as I'm speaking. I'm talking right all the way from Germany. We have lived with these white people. We have seen how they hold their own special. It is high time we Biafran should go back to our roots. Could you believe we are saying what we have is evil? Now even the bitter leaf, the Americans are now turning it to tablet. And this is our own. We don't value them. It is high time Biafrans should go back to our roots. Please, Biafrans, let's go back to our roots. Thanks to our supreme leader, our deputy leader, and African leader, our African rep, who have brought us this far, who have opened our eyes to see the evil that the British and Nigeria has caused to us. My brethren, it is time for us to go back to our roots. Let us hold our own secret. Here in the Western world, even the white people, it is difficult for them to speak English, any other language to you except their language. Why must we throw our own away? It is high time we go back to our roots. My brothers and sisters, it is time. My able rep,
thank you
please,
very much.
Can you permit me to use my language to advise our brothers?
Go ahead, please.
Wakano ekere rotele ndị niwe anyị jumpo na ekere kwegi menyi webe na iru so ekere ka nke giziko ki anzo
nsogbaria
ụmụnne m ndị agbo dodoni ụmụ nwa ahụ ihe leme na ali Nigeria si aka ewo ndị Nigeria kan yo lo igbo ko ku Biafra ka kpo yi o but since simple lo nna hu ke government is supposed ni nna hu ihe lu supposed ewo ni so ụmụnne dodoni we see ọnụkụkụme obofife ndagbe bọọlụ nọrịla dodo chọ na IPOB banye ihe ni lala kwani elekwa kare egwu ihe ni lala ni no karịkwa onye marịla ni ọnwa ihe leri nwe euro dodo banye na IPOB banye na IPOB ọ dị mena kete onye ọnụ n'ihe weku. And my African rep, do you know that in the time of that civil war, I had opportunity to discuss with one of my grandmothers. He told me in our land that even our spiritual, our ancestors chased away the soldiers with ordinary eggs.
So you heard that news. When I see people talk about Biafra war, they couldn't enter Agbo. I know everything. Just one old woman. Stop all of them with raw egg. I heard everything that happened. Of course, they attack Agbo, but they were forced to go through Awuchi Road, and they move. There was no Yoruba church there. Only one bullet they shot in Agbo, and never again. I mean, Yorogodo, very close to Yorogodo. Where be Bahon in Jishi were part of Makasa. Bubula Bobo, and so association, no Ajugrizunuki. Where don't I read you when you were and why one day can you wait on an Eki fella, where Bahon Menora, Eshokurondi can you quell any Mbumbu Mini Amangunyabo. Who are you buying on your Tahila no Ambubu Mini Kamakwao? When you saw Yara to put a liquor swam and hear many. Go ahead, go woman, go and when. Right Ireland King as the pool. But don't it? No, when no Kobe, on my family of Kobe. Frank, don't lean or joining in this struggle, nine Bakalako. In I call the current no. And my African rep, don't it? Onoka was equal leadership of IPOB. In nature, no honey, we make it provision
you did a little another defender in the day because you are keeping an area and happy.
We are Taluku Alibahono. Ugaluno, like Italuku.
Like I am now devoted. Anything can happen because I'm not living life here. To be sincere, I'm not living. This is not life to me.
Thank you very
much. Freedom is not life. Thank you, my African.
Yes, we must continue. Ndị agbo bọọlụ n'orile wesị onye nwere rishu dara urukutu ba mbumume amanwụ onye agbo tehi nụra n'ike ifele onwere esi n'ije nyije kone ọkari mfi eya mara ni ozizi ka n'isi oke ha ya kwakwu ya egbe ibu danko ya ibu esi ọkpọ oge eruele o. But of course, without wasting much of our time, there are a lot of things going on in Biafra land as I speak to you. Some of the details will be coming up shortly. But before then, we shall be joining our correspondent from Akwa Ibom. He has one or two things to tell us, and then we will proceed from there. I'll be back in a minute.
Mr. Pro, I'm doing it.
More on the beat.
Listen, I can see my people, see my baby, my yes, I can see my people in rivers. I also see my people in downtown. Cross River and Akwa Ibom. I can see my people in a Nuku. I can see my people.
Yes, sir. I'm joined by a correspondent from Akwa Ibom Studio. Can you hear me, correspondent from Akwa Ibom Studio? Good evening from here. Go ahead, please. The world is listening.
Consult and what is going on. We will guide you and give you more.
I will advise you to change your position because the network seems very bad from your end. Try and change your position. And go ahead, please.
Okay, sir. Area. Long life to all their friends all over the world. Long life to IPOB. Long life to all the people of Akwa Ibom. Long life to all.
Listen, no more divide and rule. Yes, my people and no longer fools. We now know who we are. We are Biafrans. No more Southeast, yo. No more South, yo. No more Nigeria. All we know is Biafra. We are one family. Same here.
All right. My name is Itekamba Oyate. Sorry, Johnny. I have an important report here that I want to let the whole world know, and also Biafra at large. Here in Oro, custom service, army, navy, as they have been terrorizing our people here in Oro, destroying their businesses. If they said that you have foreign in their shop,
to come to the shop, try the shop. Any people they can arrest. On the 11th of this month, in the process of seeing some people who went into the business, the process of that, okay, I'm going to people for the couple at the area of Tabasi. Also, Mazi Onyibe, custom service, they are going to house and find out if anybody have rights. Immediately they find out that you have rights in your house, they will come and scatter your house and collect the whatever they see. Please.
Yes, sir, for some reason and technical issue that bad from Akwa Ibom province, we are facing this challenge. And I'm sorry I cannot take that report at this moment. And maybe we have to improvise later on. He can come up with that very information. But without wasting much of our time, we shall proceed to make some important information known to our people, so that wherever you are within Biafra land, you should be expecting what these people intend to do any moment from now. Believe me, they are paranoid, they are working very hard, they want to make sure that they exterminate us as a people. And now we are circulating this information on social media, making sure that Biafrans home and abroad and the entire humanity take notice of what is happening. It's not as if any of them will come to our aid, but our people must understand that there is time, and this is the time for us to stand up and defend our land. If we fail to do that, make no mistake about that, God will not do for man what man should do for themselves. Security report from IPOB Information Service. Don't ask me who they are, because they are among you. They could be your father, your mother, your governor. They are everywhere. We are everywhere. IPOB Intelligence Unit hereby inform the general public and all Biafrans living in southeast of this contraction, this zoo called Nigeria, about the security danger facing our people. From our intelligence gathering in Biafra land, the Nigerian military have just offloaded 5,000 machetes, knife. They offloaded it in Uwirinta Naval Logistic Base in Imo State. One of the Nigerian Boko Haram Air Force that swim inside forest, they are in Uwirinta. Uwirinta is when you are going to Isialangwa. You get to Umweka Junction. Follow the road that lead to Imo State. You will see where they block road with bomb and pavement to collect 20 naira from motorists. They offloaded 5,000 machetes, cutlass. They offloaded 5,000, the same machete and cutlass in Goodluck Ebere Jonathan. If you are going to Arochukwu, you know where Ebere Jonathan barrack is. They offloaded the same number of cutlass there. Another 5,000 machete, knife, of course. They also offload in College of Arab and Islamic Study in Afikpo. That is 15,000 machetes, cutlass or knife, as the case may be, have been dropped only in the southeast. 15,000 people will die by the seconds. 8 military trucks fully loaded with arms and ammunition offloaded in Nigerian Army base in Ebonyi State. Governor David Umahi was sighted at the location of the offload, and he advised that those knives offloaded at the College of Arab and Islamic Studies Center should be buried underground. If not, IPOB Intelligence in Ebonyi can easily get the information as we have gotten it already. Do not forget that there is a tunnel leading from Ebonyi State to Benue State, through which Fulani herdsmen come in to kill our people. We are Christian people. Anybody know that? Can somebody please tell Saudi Arabia why they are building Islamic base here in Biafra land, and they cannot allow us to build Ogomo base in Saudi Arabia? But that is a case for another day. Do not forget that Fulani are rampaging upon state more than any other state in Biafra land as we speak. But do not panic anyway. Just know what is obtainable and get ready for the inevitable end. Because Nigerian is uploading and there is nothing anybody can do about it. You either divide Nigeria or Nigeria will divide Nigeria. No two ways about that. The arms and ammunition allocated to Bayelsa State, to Delta State, to River State shall leave in a couple of days from 177 Guide Battalion, Kefi, Nasarawa State. And as I'm telling you today, over 200 military personnel entered the River State. I think Wiki is aware of that. They were led by a woman on a motorcycle, an army woman. Trucks, including private car, brought them in. We should know that those knives are not going to be used by the Nigerian military, even though custom uses knife and machetes. Rather, they are meant for the Fulani headsmen, Miati Allah, Boko Haram, Mark Ben, Arewa Youth, and maybe supported by OPC, because they need their 10%. And so, therefore, it is important that Biafrans in the southeast should take notice, because they are here to kill us again. But Biafra nation must be restored, because this has been our only request, our only demand, nothing more, nothing less. It is understood that there is another order from the Fulani cabals, that since Biafran want to leave Nigeria, they shall be killed mercilessly before they might succeed, leaving the contraction, the zoo called Nigeria. The Nigerian army, who are mainly Fulani soldiers, are to distribute this knife and cutlasses, machete, to people who they know all their location, where they are camped in Biafra land, to carry out the killing. Biafra, it don't come, it don't say to, you are speaking grammar, get ready. Finally, we all know that Nigerian military have just launched their Operation Python Dance in Southeast, which they recruited, or I can't get this grammar anyway. They renamed it Operation Atelogo. They renamed it as Operation Atelogo, meaning Operation Dance of Peace. So it is an invariable way of telling us that it is now Operation Lafiadule, because they were giving Boko Haram Operation Lafiadule. And when we complain, they changed the name from Operation Python Dance, Egweke, to Operation Atelogo, which is the dance of peace. But let us see this peace that will elude them. Those people in the southeast, in fact, as I'm talking to you, they have written to Enugu traders that they are coming to do Operation Show of Force for market exercise. So those of you in the market within Enugu, Operation Atelogo is coming. They are coming with Ogene dance music. You tell Nigerian soldier you don't dance Atelogo without Ogene. Let them come with agogo and drum. Let them come with Ogene instrument, because they will dance the dance of the spirit. But what they can count on is that the dance of Atelogo is the dance of our ancestors. And the dance of our ancestors is the dance of the spirit. That is why we tell our people, go back to your root. Get your Atelogo down. Get your Ekwe down, for they shall dance and they will dance no more. IPOB volunteer is calling on all church leaders, businessmen, town union, market leaders, schools and colleges to be at alert and any given time. 70% of South has been surrounded by Fulani already. Machineries or machetes imported from other African countries, they are all in our land waiting for order to massacre our people. I mean mercenaries. Information is power. That is why we deem it fit to inform all of you about the looming danger. You see Awosa everywhere in Biafra land shouting Kwandem Uruba, Kwandem Wali million. You think they are stupid? They are picking pieces of iron, pieces of metal as they can get. They are taking it back to the steel factories in the north. They are using them to manufacture bullets. They are using them to manufacture cutlass and machetes and knife. And it is time for them to make use of it. Biafrans, get ready, because the journey is about to begin. And I wish you will understand the truth. I will be signing off on this segment. That is the far we can get on this segment. Back to your root. Ikumeku must wake up. Ndiche must wake up. Ukoro and Abogo, you must wake up. Men and women, young and old. They will slaughter us down. And they will tell you it is a clash between IPOB and Nigerian Boko Haram police. They are ready to kill us again. Because if they can kill 10 million of us and they say it's 3.5 million, let's assume they kill 1 million of us and nobody talks about it today. Is it the one they will kill tomorrow that they will talk about? Biafrans will wake up. We are going home. I will be signing off temporarily from this segment. Of course, be rest assured I will be back. Do not give your heart to fear, for it is not our intention to do that. But be informed, for fear is simply false evidence appearing real. And we cannot indulge on that. And so you must prepare your heart for whatever it will take for Biafran to restore. If it takes us to tread the length and the breadth of the universe, and then we shall gladly do that, because we have been doing that before. Do not fear them and their collaborators. Do not fear them and those that have gathered against us, because we met them one day in our life, and we shall wake up one day and they are no more. For those terrorists you see in our land today, you will see no more soon. Biafrans must go home. Biafrans are going home. I will be back in a short while, like I said.
Mr. Pro, I'm doing it.
More on the beat.
Listen, I can see my people, see my baby by your side. I can see my people in rivers. I also see my people in downtown. Cross River and Akwa-Ibom. I can see my people in Enugu. I can see my people in Anambra. I also see my people in Ebonyi. Igbo and Naija, Igala and Idoma, Biafra, 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 Biafra. What a place and it could be for good and man to see the invitation of our Biafra. Has it been said already? Let it be done. We are the children of Chukotike and Biafra. We are one family. We said DNA. We said that's all day. We said that's a parody. Yes, we are one people. We are traceable to the land of Israel. Our ancestral second Biafra. Biafra. Listen, no more divide and rule. Yes, my people ain't no longer fools. We now know who we are. We are Biafrans. No more Southeast, yo. No more South, yo. No more Nigeria. All we know is Biafra. We are one family. Say here, say that's all day. Descendants of parody, we are one people. We are traceable.